She's a star in whose honor her fans had built a temple in Tamil Nadu. Kushbu Sundar is now the BJP's candidate for the Thousand Lights constituency in Chennai. Kushbu, thank you very much. Are you enjoying the rigor and tumble of electoral politics?
Oh yes, thoroughly. No regrets at all.
And today you have released a manifesto for your constituency. What are the key ones, 2 or 3?
See, the key ones are we are promising that even in today's time, unfortunately, most of the families below poverty line think a girl child is a problem, So she's a burden. So we are promising that every girl child born below poverty line in this locality, in this constituency, we will deposit 1 lakh in her name.
Right.
We are also promising them clean water, drinking water. We are promising them that the drainage system will be cleared. Pattas, most of the houses don't have pattas.
Right.
So we are promising that we'll give them the pattas.
Right.
We also housing roads that needs to be redone. We are promising that we will definitely redo the housing roads.
Kushbu, in 2019, the ADMK BJP alliance suffered a near rout. Over the last 2 years, do you think things have changed in favor of the alliance?
So there's always a different voting pattern when it comes to Lok Sabha and Assembly. Right? We have seen it all over the country when the voting pattern, when it comes to Assembly election, when it comes to Lok Sabha election, it changes. And of course, over the last 2 years, there's a tremendous change in Tamil Nadu. 2 years ago, during the 2019 election, our Chief Minister Edappadi Palaniswamy was new. People were not sure about his way of governing the state. Today they are extremely confident. They are very sure that he is the one who is doing good for the people and he'll continue to do good for the people. And the same thing with BJP. What 2 years back it was, today the BJP is completely different. People believe in BJP. People say that this is one government which is going to, when it can do so good on the state level in all the other states, why not in Tamil Nadu? Why not BJP can work in Tamil Nadu? So the times have changed, people have changed, they have evolved, and this is definitely going to be a huge plus.
Is Kushbu the new Jayalalitha for the alliance?
I do not know, and I don't think we should be even compared to a great leader like Jayalalitha, because I think Amma was somebody who was larger than life. People worshipped her. People, even today, though she is not among us, people still swear by her. They saying that she was one woman, we are still surviving, we are still doing good, is because Amma Achilapadi Narandade. So nobody should be compared to some great leaders like her. I will do my best in my
Lots
own
of support from women?
Women support, wherever you go, it's the women who have been giving me the tremendous support, and they have been saying that you're the one who's going to be our voice in the assembly. We want you to speak for us. Probably my image as being a very bold and vocal person is what is making them think that I'm somebody who can speak for them. So women's support is tremendous, and I have a very, very positive.
Thank you. Seen as a DMK bastion, Thousand Lights constituency also has a significant Muslim population who traditionally vote for the DMK. This seat is being seen as a DMK bastion with considerable Muslim population who traditionally support DMK. Is that a challenge for you?
No, definitely not. It's not a challenge, because wherever I go, you have these Muslim families, Muslim women coming forward, and they're extremely happy. Muslim women come and say that finally we have someone who's speaking for us, and that is the Prime Minister. Triple Talaq was a huge problem for them since Rajiv Gandhi made one mistake in Shah Banu case. Nobody can forget that. That was appeasement politics, where he couldn't stand up for the Muslim woman. And here you have, as soon as the Prime Minister comes in, he fights and makes sure that the bill is passed and the triple talaq abolishment is there in the Supreme Court. You have worked for it. And women are extremely grateful to the Prime Minister and the BJP. The same way, wherever I go, Muslim women come forward, the families come forward, and they said we completely support the Prime Minister, we completely support BJP. So it's just, again, something which, the DMK and Congress have been trying to say, that it is against Muslim community, it is against Muslim community.
But still a DMK bastion?
No, definitely not a DMK bastion. I mean, if it was a DMK bastion 2011, it was Balarumadi from AIDMK who won the the election here. Prior to that, Stalin himself lost to Mr. Krishna Swamy, and that's when he ran away to Kolattur. If this was a DMK bastion, why is that Mr. Stalin not coming back to Thousand Lights and going to Kolattur? It's like Rahul Gandhi losing to Smriti Irani and Amethi and then running away to Wayanad. So why is it that Mr. Stalin is not coming back to Kolattur? I would suggest Mr. Stalin to claim his fort, which he says is Thousand Lights. Come here, make sure that you stand here and you win the battle.
The BJP is claiming it's fighting against corruption. But in Tamil Nadu, you have aligned with a party, you're tied up with a party which was convicted for corruption, the ruling AIDMK. How do you justify, how do you look at that?
Fighting against corruption, we still say fighting against corruption. There is not a single corruption charges in the last 4.5 years on AIDMK government. There's not a single corruption charges on BJP. There are 7 years since 2014. Madam Jayalalitha was convicted. Unfortunately, we lost her. But who else from AIDMK?
Sasikala.
She's not part of us. Right? She's not part of us. Whoever was convicted, we didn't use the political power and made sure that they are protected. No, who's convicted will...
Party-wise, the AIDMK is being seen as a party proven guilty for corruption.
So what DMK and Congress is together, when it comes right from 2G to all the other scams, the biggest scams of India, whether right from Asian Games, all since then till now. So why is the DMK and Congress still together?
The difference is they were not found guilty by a court.
No, they were found. They served the sentences now.
Not in 2G.
2G, yes, they have. It's still going on.
Appeal, yeah.
It is still going on. Appeal is still going on. Right. So it will continue. Here they have been convicted, they have been jailed, and they have served the sentence, and they have come out. So it's not about corruption. You please prove the charges now in the last 4.5 years, since BJP and AIDMK have come together. One person who has been, who has escaped from the law, or where BJP has favored the people, those who have been convicted.
Right. Now, you have a few more days left for your campaign. Are you expecting BJP leaders, any senior leaders coming here for your campaign?
We have Amit Shah ji coming in. So he'll be doing a road show for here in Thousand Lights for me. So that's it. We don't have so much of time. I have so many places to visit. So Smriti Irani ji was here. You had the CM and Deputy CM both campaigning for me. Of course, I received the Prime Minister at the airport. He had to go to Pondicherry and the other places. So you have Amit Shah ji coming in. I'm extremely happy.
The crowds who come to see you, are they coming to see actor Khushbu or are they going to support Khushbu?
Some of them are here to see actor Khushbu because they haven't seen me for a very long time. But the women are here to see me because they think that I am their representative. I can be their voice in the assembly. That's why they come to see me, because they come to speak to me. Right. It's not just seeing. It's every time, even if you see they're taking an aarti, they're like, you have to speak for us. You have to make sure that this is done. You have to make sure that we are safe. You have to make sure that our children are safe, So I think they come more to speak to me.
There's a perception that the BJP scuttles what they call federal democracy. They try to hijack, arm twist, take elected members from other parties en masse to them. They cite Pondicherry.
No. I mean, you have so many people from AIDMK gone to DMK. So what do they say that? You had very recently other people jumping into different parties. You have people from different parties coming into Congress. So most of them leaving Congress and going to other parties. So that does not mean you're hijacking. Today you see maximum in every part of the country, if people are leaving Congress and going into BJP or any other party, that is, Congress is failing time again. Same here from DMK. If people are coming out of it, they are not happy with the dynasty politics. Congress again is about dynasty politics. We have been asking people, do you want a development government which promises you development, or you want a government which is going to work only for the family? So as far as DMK and Congress is concerned, every other party, AIDMK and BJP together, we say for the people, by the people. This is what the democracy is. But when it comes to DMK and Congress, it's for my people and it's for my family. It's for me, myself. That is the democracy they are talking about. So it's there for the people to see. Here we are ready to give you a party a government which is talking about only development. Where you have the opposition which is talking about only about family.
So despite many tall claims by political parties. When it comes to giving seats for women candidates, not many, including the BJP. Is there a kind of a disappointment this time?
Not exactly. See, we have 20 seats and we've been trying to accommodate as many as winning candidates we can. Because with 20 seats, what becomes extremely important for us is we win the maximum number of seats, and that's why we choose the winning candidates. But at least with BJP, you have seen that how women have been put up right at the pedestal, and we have made sure that women are given equal rights. I mean, we have seen in Nirmala Sitharaman ji, we have seen Smriti Irani, we have seen Sushma Swaraj ji, we have seen Vanati Srinivas from Tamil Nadu again as the Mahila Morcha president. You have Menaka Gandhi, you have so many other women leaders who have been given the prominence, and said that you are equal to men, so go ahead. So I think this is just the opposition which needs to work. We have seen how the opposition have been, maligning and basically character assassinating women in general. So BJP is not doing that. AIDMK is not doing that.
Would an endorsement by superstar Rajinikanth help the AIDMK BJP alliance?
What endorsement?
To support the alliance, asking voters to support the alliance.
He hasn't done that. He has?
No, he hasn't. But
Yeah.
do you think if he had done that, that would have helped you?
No, definitely not. I mean, with all due respect to Mr. Rajinikanth, he is the greatest star Indian cinema has ever seen. He is not a Tamil superstar, he is a global superstar. But then we have, a little larger than image of our Prime Minister, Narendra Modi ji, which helps a lot. BJP has never asked Rajni sir to support us. Neither we are looking forward for him to say that you support this party.
We've had MG Ramachandran and Jayalalitha in Tamil Nadu as chief ministers. Do voters still look up to actors as potential leaders?
No, definitely times have changed. The times of MGR or Jayalalitha or NTR in Andhra or even Dr. Kalingir here, his words are something which made the party. So times have changed. All these parties, you look at all these grand old parties, whether it is Congress or DMK or AIDMK, or there in Andhra, or here now BJP for such a long time. It was built by people like Atal Bihari Vajpayee and others, and they were the greatest orators, and that is how they, without any social platform help what you have now. So they have built the party on that and people believed in it. But now the times have changed. So people are a little more smarter who they vote for, and it's all about who's going to do good for the people.
Last question. You've been with the DMK, Congress, now the BJP. Is this the last stop?
Yes, this is, because this is where they have been recognizing my potential, giving me an opportunity to serve the people, and the respect which I rightly deserve is what has been finally given to me. Main and most importantly, people in BJP are not, insecure about my presence. They're not intimidated by my presence. They all are happy and confident in their own areas. They are not worried that this is one woman who is going to take over where my son has to be. Okay, they're not worried about that. As far as BJP is concerned, you're capable, you're hardworking, you have all the abilities to do well, you will be pushed forward. You'll not be pushed aside because you're a woman, you're capable, because my son may not get a chance. That's the difference between DMK Congress and BJP.
Khushbu, thank you so much for your time and we wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
That was Khushbu Sundar, BJP's Thousand Lights candidate, talking to us in Chennai with Shah Vijay, Sam Daniel, Find It TV.